Hey guys, this is Anisha and welcome to my channel. So I know that winter is almost over, it's over, but I am actually leaving for somewhere in a couple of weeks and I think that it will be if not very, a bit cold there. So that's why I just wanted to make a beanie for my mom. So I do have a beanie which I made like a year ago. So this was actually one of my first projects. So as you can see, it's very wonky even here. But yeah, it being like one of my first project, I'm pretty proud of it. Given that I knew literally nothing back then. I don't remember which video I followed for this beanie. So for this video I have a pretty simple pattern. It's pretty common, you can find it like on Instagram, Pinterest, literally everywhere, but I just wanted to share a bit of it with you guys. So as I mentioned earlier, for the colors, firstly I'm going to use this maroon color. It's 8 ply 100% acrylic yarn. Second is this cream color. Again, same, I'll just put a link in the description box from where I bought this yarn. So actually it's a bit of scrap yarn which I had left from a project I made earlier. So yeah, you are gonna need like about 100 grams of each. So again, for the needle size, I'm gonna use my trusted 5.5 mm and I'm gonna use a pair of scissors and some darning needle. Again, you know, I have this one which I bought a couple of days ago. Actually, it's been a week. As for the pattern which I'm gonna use, I have drawn. So this is the pattern which I'm gonna use. So this is the part which is gonna go around your head. So it will be about 20 to 22 inches depending on your head. So anyways, just make it 20 to 22 inches. And as for the height, I'm gonna go with about 10 to 11 inches. So I have made a swatch right here. So this is the swatch. So for this swatch, what I did was chain 10 and then did half double crochet in the back loops only for about 4 rows, as you can see. And as for the measurement, it came down to about I'll just measure it for you guys. It came about 2.75 or 7 centimeter to 7 centimeter. So it's 2.75 to 2.75. So I did my max and it came down to 75 stitches, which will be around, and 40 stitches height. So I think I'm gonna do 4 stitches per color. So 4 stitches in this and then 4 in this color. Okay, so to begin, I have my yarn right here. So I'm just gonna start by making a slip knot. So if you are new or if you don't know how to make a slip knot, just check the description. You will get links to all the stitches I'm making in this video, because again, this is not exactly a tutorial of you know, all the basics. If you know the basic, you can make this beanie along with me. So now I have my slip knot. I'll just pull it a bit and I'm gonna start by making 40 chains plus 1 for turning. So 1, 2, I'm just gonna make 40 chains and I'll come back with it. Okay, so I've completed with my 41 stitches. So now we are just gonna work a half double crochet into each tail. So to begin, we are gonna yarn over and then we are gonna skip the first chain and then work into the second one. So I'm just gonna yarn over, and I prefer to work in this little bumps which are there on the back side. So this is the front side, and here in the back there are some bumps. I'll just show you one. So this one right here, it's a bump. So I'm gonna work in this, but it's perfectly fine if you wanna work just normally. So now I'm just gonna start and do my first double crochet. So at this point, if you are a beginner, I recommend that you put a stitch marker right over here, so you know where your first stitch is. But I feel this pattern is self-explanatory, and you just need to have 40 the half double crochet in this case with you at all time. So now I'm just gonna continue and work my first row, and then I'll meet you right. Okay, so I have last few stitches left, so I'm just gonna do the same and work half double crochet. Again, just ignore any noises. We have like a playground sort of right beside our house, and this it's like 7 o'clock, and at this time there are usually a lot of children playing around, so that's why there's maybe a lot of noise which the phone is capturing. I don't know if it ever happens to you guys, but there are some times which I just tend to crochet a bit slower than I actually can. So usually I like crochet around, you know, 50 or 80 stitches in 2 minutes, but right now it just feels like it took me eternity. But anyhow, I completed the first row. So to start the second row, what I'm gonna do is simply, so I'm gonna chain one and turn the row. So turn it like this, and then again I'm gonna do half double crochet throughout, but only in the back loop only. So to show you guys, as you can see this, there's a V shape. So there is a front loop which is right here, and then there is a back loop right here. So yeah, so now we are just gonna work in the back loop only. Again, how to do this in detail, I'm just gonna put a video in the description box, and you can check an expert do that, because I know there are a lot of people from whom I learned this, because I didn't have anyone to teach me at home. So I did basically learn from YouTube all the stitches, how to make everything and stuff. So I'm just gonna continue doing the same, and I'm gonna meet you after I finish this row and tell you what I'm gonna do. So just one thing, I don't know how, but yeah, I completed 4 rows of half double crochet in the back loops only, as you can see. So at this point I'm gonna go ahead and change my color. So again, it's your choice when you want to, or when or if you want to change color. So basically, to change color, what we are gonna do is we are gonna keep the last one as it is and just yarn over. Then you have 3 hooks, oh sorry, 3 loops on your hook. Then you're gonna take the new color and just pull it through and tighten this, and you're free to just keep a few inches and just, so yeah, again I'll just leave a video which explains it in much more detail. So now what I'm gonna do is make 4 of from this color, and then again switch to my maroon color right here and do 4 more. I'm just gonna continue doing that till I reach 20 inches. So I guess for me this, again this is 4 inches right, sorry, 2 inches right now. I'll just show you. So as you can see, this is 2 inches. So I'm just gonna do till it's 20 inches again. So this I'll change the color approximately, I guess, 10 times. So just I'm just at this point I'm just gonna catch up on YouTube or some Netflix and keep doing this until I reach 20 centimeters. So I'll meet you then. Okay, so now I have completed my rectangle, and for the ends I've just viewed it in as I went. I did forget this one, but I'll do it later. So now I'm just gonna fold it like this, and I'm just gonna slip stitch in the back loop of this. So as you can see, in the back loop of this and the front loop of this one right here. So yeah, that's what I'm. So to slip stitch you can use a darning needle or just your normal crochet hook. So I'm just gonna use my crochet. You don't really need to cut this yarn, you can just use the same yarn to do. So just to show you guys from the opposite, as you can see, you can see the seam right here. If you are using the same color, you won't even able to see the seam. So now I'm just gonna continue doing this. Again, the detailed video regarding how to slip stitch, I'll put it in the description, so you guys can check that out. So now I'm just gonna complete this and then meet you guys. So now I have completed slip stitching throughout this beanie. So I don't know if I have mentioned it earlier, but my beanie was about 20.5 inches across my head and 11 inches wide. So the next step will be just I'm gonna chain one and cut this yarn and pull this, and so this is now complete. I'll just put it in on my head. So this is how it's looking so far. I love how the colors are looking along. So now the only step we are just left is to just cinch in the upper part. So I just bought my own beanie right here to help you understand what I'm gonna do. So now the only thing that is left is to cinch in this. So what we are gonna do is leave a nice 15 to 20 inches. Cut it right here. So I have about 15-20 inches of yarn. So now we are going to take your darning needle and weave it through the yarn like so. Okay, the next step is very important. So you have to choose one side, whichever you feel. So I'm just gonna choose this one because this is where I've completed. So this is where I've completed. And on the wrong side only, what you are gonna do, as you can see right here, there are these little gaps throughout. So what we are gonna do, I'm just gonna pull this thread across. Again, just take sufficient yarn in one go. It will be better if you have more the yarn than if you have less. So now we are gonna see the second one, which is right here, and we're gonna take it from the back side to the front. So as you can see, so now I'm just gonna continue doing it. So for the next one, I have it right here. So I'm just gonna, so you can see, So now you just have to continue doing so around your beanie, and then I'll meet you once we are done with that. So as you can see, I'm just gonna do once more for the next and the final step of this beanie. What you're gonna do is take this two yarn right here and just pull it. So for the final few step, what you're gonna do is just tie about 2 to 3 knots, again as tight as you can. So I did 3 rounds, and now all you have to do is just weave in all your ends, and then yes, you're ready.